Welcome back to Pips-N-Chits. My name is Jason, and here's my channel update for July 2020. First, I want to apologize to you guys for not posting a lot of content to the channel this month. I realize that there's been a lot of slow things happening here at the channel, not a lot of content, but I'm going to explain why here. First, my computer, my Dell XPS computer that was approaching 8 years old, decided to die on me towards the beginning of the month. So for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, I didn't have a new computer, and I just recently purchased one about 2 weeks ago, and it's me pulling those files off that computer and transferring those files from that hard drive to the new computer. But the good news for that is hopefully that my video editing software should be a lot faster now. A lot of the editing that I do on an 8-year-old computer, I've already can notice is sped up, been much more efficient on a new computer. So that's kind of good news. I had some reconstruction at my house. Unexpected slab leak has forced my wife and I to go ahead and repipe our house. And if you've ever dealt with a repiping of the house, I hope you can appreciate how much work goes into the reconstruction. There are holes all over in the kitchen, in the garage, in the bathrooms, and where they're rerunning pipe throughout the house, and there is dust and drywall everywhere. I would literally say my garage was in my backyard for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. And my kitchen was probably in my living room for a couple of days as well. So my house was a disaster. It was like walking into a war zone for about a week there. And then probably the toughest news that I have to relate to is one that kind of hits me a little bit harder to deal with. And I won't go into too many details, but suffice to say, I had some deaths in the family and friends that I had to deal with. And it's one thing to lose anybody at any time unexpectedly. It's another thing to lose 3 people within 1 month, all within about 10 days of each other, in, all unexpectedly. So that was very hard to deal with because these are friends of mine, if you will, that I've known since grammar school and junior high school and high school, and people I've vacationed with, people that I've gone to backyard barbecues with, people that I've attended weddings with and they attended mine. And to have those people no longer in your life anymore, it's kind of hard to deal with, and especially when, there's 3 of them. All within a short time span. So the good news is none of it was COVID related. The bad news is a loss is a loss is a loss. And, sometimes we all deal with grieving and mourning in different ways. And I just haven't felt like posting or spending a lot of time with the channel. I still have work obligations I have to attend to, and the last thing I want to do when I come home maybe is devote time to the channel. That being said, I am back, and hopefully here in the next couple of days, maybe even the next couple of weeks, I'm going to go through some more solo playthroughs. One of the things I've been kind of excited to play and get to the table and start recording is a game from Gameland Games, Tiny Epic Quest. A lot of people think it's a takeoff on Zelda. And anyway, I've been refamiliarizing myself with the rules, doing a couple of dry runs solo, doing okay, but I'd like to bring that to the table. I also been thinking about playing some Star Trek Panic, and even some maybe another Marvel game, Thanos Rising. I like to get a couple of solo playthroughs of that and bring that to the channel as playthroughs. Speaking of playthroughs, I know we left off with Tomb of Annihilation. I have filmed part 5, and that would be the finale of the first campaign mission for that Wizards of the Coast WizKids game, that is. And I hope to have that posted here pretty soon. I know there's been a little lack, if you will, since episode 4. I posted episodes 1 through 4 pretty consistently every couple of days, and I think right now it's been about 2.5 to 3 weeks. And for you guys, I don't want to be at a cliffhanger, but it is coming. That being said, right now Gencon is in full force and Gencon is online. Unfortunately, I haven't heard a lot of news coming out, at least nothing earth-shaking. I did watch some trailers from Fantasy Flight Games. It looks like they have a new Marvel IP coming out based on the X-Men. You can go to their website, fantasyflightgames.com, and you could see a new dice game, kind of a press your luck dice game called, I think it's called X-Men Insurrection. And I like to think the way that it's set up, it looks like, and you know, Fantasy Flight Games, once they get their hands on an IP, I expect to see many expansions coming down the line, just like we've seen for their Marvel card game. I would expect to see dice and scenario packs come out for this as well. I know Pendulum came out from Stonemaier Games. In all honesty, I just don't think that that's my bag of tea. I watched a couple of online gameplays of it. It looks a little too frantic for me. I'm probably going to be a hard pass on me. I don't know. I'll probably play it eventually. I just don't think I'm going to go out and buy that. Another game I'm kind of excited to get my hands on, but truth be told, I haven't got it yet, is Marvel Villainous. They're from Ravensburger Games. I have all the Disney Villainous games, and I do enjoy those ones quite a bit. The Marvel one kind of mixes it up a little bit. There's some co-op elements to it, even though you're still playing your own villain. The villains are playing against a shared fate deck, if you will. It sounds like an interesting mechanic. I just haven't picked it up. That being said, I am playing a game. My wife and I have been playing Jaws of the Lion, and I'm really enjoying that game. For any of you that have played Gloomhaven or are thinking about Gloomhaven but might be a little scared, I really highly recommend picking up Jaws of the Lion. It does a really good job of breaking down the game in the tutorial scenarios, and each scenario you're adding a couple more rules to that. I almost wish that they would have taken this approach, that is Cephalofair Games, would have taken this approach to Gloomhaven when it first came out, because I know Gloomhaven can seem very intimidating to people. But I think if you play Jaws of the Lion and you get those 5 scenarios, those 5 tutorial scenarios under your belt, I definitely think Gloomhaven is much more approachable, and that's a game that I'm probably going to be playing more of here quickly. My own copy of Gloomhaven, and I've already backed Frosthaven, so hopefully we'll get that soon too. Been painting some models, minis. I've been painting my Jaws of the Lion minis, and I do have still, I think I promised this in my last update, I've already filmed, I just haven't done editing for it, but I have my last horrified mini, that would be the Invisible Man, and actually I have him right here. Get it? Okay, bad joke. Okay, so I'd like to get, have that video edited and have that up for you guys to see. I know my painting videos aren't the most greatest videos, but a lot of that also has to do with my camera setup. I recently invested in an Ipevo document camera, and let me tell you, not a very good investment. If I had to do it over again, I probably would not use that Ipevo camera. You get what you pay for, and I paid, I don't know, about $180 for a USB document camera, and you know what, it crashes, probably 33% of the time, and sometimes it crashes halfway through a recording, and when you're playing a game and it crashes, then it's like, wow, okay, what do you do? So unfortunately, I'll probably be looking to get another document camera or some kind of camera set up here in the future. Right now, I'm recording this channel update off of my phone, and I hope you guys are okay with that. But anyway, I realize that this is a long channel update. I just wanted to let you guys know where I was, and I haven't forgotten about the channel, and I plan really on getting back into it here shortly. Just bear with me, and I hope to see you all soon. Until next time, I'm Jason with Pips-N-Chits, and have a great day.